Okay, hi everybody again. So I said to you that we were going to quickly go over our Goldilocks story and see if we can remember everything. So remember, we had our 3 bears, we had the dad, we had the mum, and we had the little baby. And what were they making before they went for their walk in the woods? What was mummy cooking? Porridge. So she was making the porridge and then they went off for their walk. Why did they go for their walk then? Why didn't they just eat the porridge straight away? Because it was too hot. Whew. And mummy said, oh no guys, we can't eat this now, it's too hot. So they went for their walk and then old Goldilocks comes. And how did she know that there was porridge in that house? Why did she go in, do you think? Because she could smell the porridge. So she smelt it and she thought, oh, something smells nice in there. And she went and had a little peep in the window and there she could see the 3 bowls of porridge. Big Daddy's bowl, medium-sized Mummy's bowl and Baby Bear's bowl. And she thought, that looks very nice. So she went and she knocked on the door to see if anybody's home, maybe they can share, and nobody's home. And then, of course, if nobody answers the door, you don't just go into somebody's house. But she did. The bears had not locked their door. They forgot. So she goes in, opens it up, in she walks. And first she goes to try Daddy's porridge. And what's wrong with Daddy's porridge? It's too hot. Very good. And then she goes to Mummy's porridge. And what's wrong with her porridge? Too cold. Doesn't taste nice. And then she goes to Baby's porridge. And does she eat his porridge? She does. It tastes just right. Delicious. So she eats all of his porridge. And then where does she go? Into which room in the house does she go? To the lounge. Because she thinks, I need to sit down on some chairs. So she goes to sit first on Daddy's big chair. And what's wrong with his chair? Too hard. Oh, she says, owie. Too hard. Ow. Then she goes to sit on Mummy's chair and it's too soft. It's going to hurt her back. She's going to slide right in. And then she sits on Baby's chair and what happens? Oh, Baby's chair breaks. She looks, uh-oh. She felt very bad, but she thought, oh well, it's done now. So up the stairs she goes. She's feeling a little bit tired. So she goes up the stairs and she goes into Daddy's room first. In this family it's a bit different because Daddy sleeps in one room, then Mummy sleeps in one room and Baby sleeps in another room. So she goes first to Daddy's room and she sees his nice big bed, nice blankets and cushions, and she lies down there and she says, ow, too hard, ain't that? Then she goes to Mummy's room and she lies down on her bed. Oh, too soft, not nice at all. And finally to Baby's bed. And she lies down on his bed and it's just right. And of course we know she falls asleep there with big snores. So after the bears walk, they come home and they see their front door open. And Mummy says, my dear, did you lock the door? And the Daddy says, well, I thought I did, my dear, but maybe I forgot. So they go in and they see their porridge is all over the place. Daddy's porridge is half eaten, Mummy's porridge is half eaten, and Baby's is all gone. Oh, shame. And so Daddy says in a deep voice, maybe you can also do this after me. He says, who's been eating my porridge? Come, let me hear. Who's been eating my porridge? Nice big voice for Daddy. And Mummy, in a Mummy's voice, who's been eating my porridge? Come, let me hear. Who's been eating my porridge? And then Baby Bear looks very sad because he's got no more porridge. Somebody finish my porridge. Ooh, and Baby Bear cries and cries. Shame, he's got nothing else to eat. So then Daddy Bear sees out of the corner of his eye in the lounge, there's cushions on the floor. Ooh. So they go into the lounge. And Daddy sees his cushions are all over the floor. And Mummy's cushions are on the floor. and Baby Bear's chair is broken. Shame. So Daddy says in his deep voice again, come let me hear, who's been sitting on my chair? And Mummy says in her mummy's voice, who's been sitting on my chair? And Baby Bear cries again, somebody sat on my chair and they broke it. Ooh, shame. Now Baby's got no chair either. No porridge and no chair. So then they go up the stairs because they think, now where is this person who's gone and eaten the porridge and broken the chairs? So they go up and they go to Daddy's room first. And they look and Daddy sees his blankets are all over the place. His toys are on the floor. Daddy's also got toys on his bed. And he says, who's been sleeping in my bed? Come let me hear. You must also do it. And then Mummy goes into her room and she sees also her blankets all over, her cushions on the floor. Who's been sleeping in my bed? And then they go to Baby's room. Oh, and there she is, this little girl sleeping in Baby's room. And Baby says, oh, this is someone in my bed and they're still there. Who are you? And he looks very surprised. They all look, just like in those pictures that I showed you. Remember, their mouths were open? And they were shocked and surprised like this. So I want everybody, like so, very good. And Daddy Bear shouts, he says, excuse me, little girl, what are you doing here? And Goldilocks opens her eyes. She has a stretch and a yawn, and she looks at them. Oh, hello. And he gets very cross. Now I want to see everybody cross faces. Mummy and Daddy and Baby are all cross. And they said, who are you? What are you doing here? And she says, and she doesn't know what to say. And she gets so scared that she runs down the stairs, out of the front door, and into the forest. And the bears say, and don't come back. And they're very cross. And Goldilocks runs all the way home to her mother. Now in the next video, we're going to see what happens when Goldilocks gets home to her mother. Okay? See you later, everybody. Bye.